Assalamualaikum students, welcome back to computer science tutorials. It's our week number 9, week number 2 and lecture number 2. I'm your teacher Muhammad Niranjan from FSX Quada Senior Campus. So we will start the lecture number 2 of the week number 2. So let's begin with the contents of the lecture. First of all, we will be discussing the some of the remaining algorithms which will be left, which are left. Algorithm number 12 and 13. In the previous lecture, I have already discussed with you the problem number 6 to 12. So, after that, we will be discussing some of the exercise questions as well. So, let's start with the topic problem number 13. So, we are given the temperature. We have to convert the temperature from Fahrenheit to Celsius. Let's start with the first stage, planning the solution. So it will have three steps: input, required output, and processing. So here input will be temperature in Fahrenheit. Okay, input will be temperature in Fahrenheit and output will be temperature in Celsius. Okay, we have to find the temperature in Celsius from the Fahrenheit. So we will be using the formula for the conversion of temperature, okay, from Fahrenheit to Celsius. So let's start with the algorithm. Step number one is start. Let the temperature in Fahrenheit F be 100. So we have assigned a variable to the temperature in Fahrenheit F. Okay. So temperature in Fahrenheit. Let the temperature in Fahrenheit be 100. You can assign any value to the F. Okay. It's up to you. Totally up to you. Okay. Step number 2. Calculate temperature in Celsius. We will use the formula to calculate the temperature in Celsius from the Fahrenheit. So formula is C is equals to 5 upon 9 F minus 32. Okay, C is equals to 5 upon 9 into F minus 32. So this is the formula that you will use to calculate the temperature from Fahrenheit to Celsius. Okay, after that output will be C. Output C means output of temperature in Celsius. Then the last step is stop. Okay, step number 4. So basically we will put the value of f here, okay, 100, okay, 100 here, and then the we will get the answer. Okay, f minus 32, 100 minus 32, which will be approximately, I think so, 68. Okay, 68. Then we will multiply 5 upon 9 with the 68 and we will obtain the answer, which will be our temperature in Celsius. So let's start with the problem number 14. So in problem number 14, we have to find the factorial of a given number. Okay, we have to find factorial of a given number. We will be given a number and we have to obtain the factorial of that number. So I will explain what is factorial and how can you calculate the factorial mathematically. So let's start with the planning the solution stage. It will have three steps: input, required output, and processing. So input will be given number and output will be factorial of a number, and processing will be find the product of a number from 1 to given number. This will be the method that we will be using to find the factorial of a number. We will find the product of numbers, all numbers from 1 to given number. Suppose the number is 10. Then what will you do? You will find the product of all the numbers from 1 to 10. Okay, it means 1 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 5 and so on. Okay, you will find the product. Okay, so let's discuss the factorial mathematically. In the mathematical expression, the symbol used for factorial is exclamation mark. It means when you have to find the factorial of 10, then you will write 10 After that you will write exclamation mark. So it is a mathematical expression for the factorial, 10 factorial. Okay, for finding the factorial you will multiply 10 multiply by 9 multiply by 8 multiply by 7 multiply by 6 multiply by 5 multiply by 4 multiply by 3 multiply by 2 and multiply by 1. You will multiply all these numbers, okay, with each other, and after that you will get your answer, which will be the factorial of the 10. So let's discuss in the computer that how can you find the factorial of a particular question. So let's start with the algorithm. Step number 1. Step number 1 will be your start step, which it is your initial step, and you will have the number. Okay, you can suppose any number. I have chosen the number 5. Okay, you can suppose any number. You can suppose 10. You can suppose 20. You can suppose 100. It's up to you. So let's come to the step number 2. Initialize loop variable k and factorial f to 1. Okay, first of all we will initialize the variable k and f. The first value of k and f will be 1. K is equals to 1, f is equals to 1. After that, calculate the product. Okay, we will be calculating the product of f and k. So f is equals to f static k. Static means multiplication. Okay, f is equals to f static k. So the first value of f, the first value of this f, well, what will be the answer of this f for the first time? F, the value of f is 1 and value of k is 1. So f1 and k is 1. So 1 multiplied by 1 equals to 1. So first answer of f will be 1. So let's come to the next step. I will explain the problem. Increment k by 1. After that we will be incrementing the value of k by 1. Okay, it means the next value of k will be 2. The first value of k is 1, then the next value of k will be 2. So what will you do? You will multiply again 1 multiplied by 2. Why we have written 1 here? Because the answer of this f was 1. So we will write here 1 and 1 multiplied by 2. The answer will be 2. Okay, now the answer of f is 2. So the next time the value of k will be 3. So 2 multiplied by 3 is equal to 6, and so on. So increment k by 1, k is equal to k plus 1. Then step number 5, we will be checking the value of k. Okay, check the value of k if k less than n. K less than n. What is n? N is our given number. N is our given number, which is 5. So if the value of k is less than equals to 1, then go to step 3. Then again multiply the value of k with the f. Okay. Otherwise, if it is not true, if this condition become false, then we will move to the step number 6, which is our last step. Okay, we will obtain the factorial of a number. So let's take a simple you can say the stepwise solution of the problem. So start. uh, the first value of f will be 1 multiplied by 1, because f and k are both 1. So the first value of f will be 1. So the next time the value of f become 1 and k become 2 after incrementing k by 1. 1 plus 1, 2. So value of k will be 2. So I have written here f is equal to 1 multiplied by 2. The answer will be 2. Okay, this is the answer of this f. Okay, this f will get the answer 2. So the next time we will check the value of k. What was the value of k? Value of k was 1. So 1 is less than n, less than equals to n. True, because and the value of n is 5. So 1 is already less. So we will move to the step number 3. Move to the step number 3. Okay, then the value of k will be 2. Okay, next. Okay, after that we will increment the value of k by 1. The value of k become 3. 2 plus 1, 3. So Now we will multiply the value of f with the k. F is 2 and k is 3. So 2 multiplied by 3, answer become 6. Okay. Now the value of f will be 6. After that we will increment the value of k to 1. So now the k become 4. Okay. Now k become 4. So 4 less than equals to n. N means 5. 4 less than equals to 5. Yes, it is true. Then we will move to the step number 3 again. So we will be multiplying 6 multiplied by 4. Why? Because the value of k is 4. So we multiply that and we will get the answer, which is 24. Now the value stored in f is 24. So we will multiply now the value of k, uh, uh, f is 24. Now the k is incrementing, k is incremented by 1. The value of k become 5. Okay, 4 plus 1 5. So 5 less than equals to 5. Yes, it is true. So we will again move to the step number 3. So the value of f was 24. 24 multiplied by 5. Okay, 24 multiplied by 5. I have written here 24 multiplied by 5. Then what will be the answer? The answer will be 120. 120. Now we have obtained the answer 120. Now again the value of k will be incremented by 1. Okay, the previous value of k was 5. So now 5 plus 1 becomes 6. तो अब क्या होगा बेटा 6 less than equals to n was 5. So 6 less than equals to 5. Is it true? No, it is not true. It becomes false. So we will move to the step number 6. Step number 6 is output f. So f value of f was 120 and this will be your output. Okay, output, and the problem will be finished. Okay, answer will be 120. And step number 7 will be stop. We will stop the algorithm. So that was all from your textbook, that we have to find the factorial of the given number for the problem number 14. So our algorithm topic in the chapter has finished. So now we are going to start the exercise questions, to solve exercise questions for the algorithms. Okay, extensive question. In the extensive question of the exercise, we have question number 4. The question number 3 was about the steps involved in problem solving. Now question number 4 is about write an algorithm to calculate the area of rectangle for given breadth and length. We have to find the area of a rectangle for given breadth and length. So first of all we will be planning the solution, input, required output and processing. Input is length and breadth of the rectangle. Input will be length and breadth of the rectangle and output will be area of a rectangle. Then processing, we have to multiply the length with the breadth to find the area. Okay. Step 1 start. Let the length and breadth, ठीक है, हमने की वैल्यू स्कोर कर ली उनकी, तो मैंने की वैल्यू नहीं लिखी है, तो आप लिख सकते हैं साथ let input the width and length of rectangle. तो width आप कोई भी ले लें, 10 ले लें, 5 ले लें, ठीक है, लेंथ की भी कोई भी एक वैल्यू ले लें, ठीक है, आपकी मर्जी. नेक्स्ट स्टेप, sorry, I have written k here by mistake. I'm going to remove this. So remove the value of k here. So again, step number 2. Step number 2. This is our step number 2. Of okay. Step number 2, and this is our step number 3. This is a typing mistake. Okay, I will have to correct it. Go step number 4. Now it is all right. Okay. Again, let's start. The problem has the input variables length and width. So for the step number 2, calculate the area A by multiplying L with the width. Okay, length, we have to multiply length with the width. Area is equal to length asterisk w. Okay, length asterisk w means length multiplied by width. So step number 3 will be output area, and step number 4 will be stop. Simple. So simple problem. Okay, it was so simple problem, so easily understandable. So now move forward to the question number 5. Write an algorithm that inputs length in inches and calculate and prints it in centimeter. Okay, we have to find the length in centimeters from the inches. Okay, first suppose we have given the value 5 inch and we have to convert the inches 5 inches into centimeters. Okay, so we will be taking the formula. I will explain the formula for this. Let's start with the solution. So it will have planning the solution, 3 stages: input, required output, and processing. So input will be length in inches. Okay, the length in inches, li was a li is your input, and output will be length in centimeters. So I have declared the variable length in inches li and length in centimeter lc. Okay, capital L and small c. Now processing. Calculate the length in centimeter lc by multiplying li by 2.54. Why we have multiplied to 2.4 with the li? Because 1 inch contain 2.54 centimeter. Okay, 1 inch contain 2.54 centimeter. That's why we have multiplied li with the 2.54. Okay, let's start with the algorithm. Step 1, start. Let the length in inches L be 5. Okay, I have taken the value 5 for length in inches. You can take any value. Multiply li by 2.54 to get length in centimeter. Okay, we will be getting length in centimeter by multiplying li length in inches with the 2.54. It means the value of li is 5. 5 multiplied by 2.54, we will get the answer lc. That will be your output, and it will end your problem. Now last step, stop. Now question number 6. Write an algorithm to input marks and prints the message pass or fail. Passing marks are 33. Okay, we will be taking the marks of the student and we will be printing the message pass or fail based on the criteria, which is 33 for the passing marks. So let's start with the planning the solution. It will have 3 stages: input, required output, and processing. Input will be your marks and output will be message pass or fail. And we will process, check the marks. If marks greater than equals to 33, then print the message pass, otherwise print fail. Okay, if marks are greater than or equals to 33, then we will print the message pass, otherwise the message will be printed fail. Okay, algorithm. Step 1, let's start with the let the marks be m. Okay, we will be taking marks of the student m. You can take any value m. M is equal to 33, 45. Okay, it's up to you. Step number 2, compare the marks. We will be comparing the marks. If marks less than 33, if marks less than 33, then the message will be printed fail. Okay, output message. Okay, if the marks, अगर आपका पास मार्क्स जो है वो 33 से ज़्यादा आ गए तो फिर भी आपका आउटपुट मैसेज होगा, ठीक है, और उसके लिए कंडीशन लिखी हमने, और अदरवाइज प्रिंट पास. ओके, अगर 33 से कम है तो फेल होगा, अगर 33 से ज़्यादा है तो आपका मैसेज आएगा पास. आउटपुट मैसेज. स्टेप नंबर 4, स्टॉप. ओके, नाउ मूविंग टू द प्रॉब्लम नंबर 7. राइट द एल्गोरिथम टू फाइंड द सम ऑफ गिवन नंबर्स. ओके, सम हमने फाइंड करना है. इनका 20 से लेके 60 तक सब 5 नंबर का गैप है, तो इन सब का हमने सम फाइंड करना है. 20 + 25 + 30 + 35 + 40 + 45 + 50 + 55 + 60. ओके, सबका सम फाइंड करना है, सबको आपस में ऐड कर देना है. सो planning the solution, it will have 3 stages: input, required output, and processing. The problem has no input. Okay, input इसमें कोई भी नहीं होगी क्योंकि हमें नहीं पता कि कौन से नंबर हमें गिवन होंगे. हमें जस्ट ये पता है कि हमने सम फाइंड करना है. तो हमें ये नहीं पता कि हमें नंबर कौन से गिवन होंगे. ओके, so output will be sum of numbers, then the processing initialize the variable to 20. Okay, the first value is 20 and we will be initializing the variable to 20 and keep adding with the step of 5. Okay. Mm. So we will keep adding with the step of 5 up to 60. So step 1, start. Initialize the sum to 0 and k to 20. Okay, we will be initializing the two variables sum capital, okay, and k to 20. So sum is 0 and k is equals to 20. So and the next step, add k to sum. We will be adding the value of k to the sum. So it means sum is equals to sum plus k. The first value of k is 20 and the value of sum is 0. So 0 plus 20, answer will be 20. So next value of sum is 20 and k is, next value of k is we will incrementing the k, okay, with the 5. So k is equals to k plus 5. So next value of k will be 25. So 25 plus 20, 45. So value of sum will be 45. Now the value of sum will be 45 and the value of k will be, again we will be incrementing k. Okay, the value of k will be 30. Okay, 45 plus 30, it will be 75. Okay, for how much time we will be calculating the sum plus k? It depends on the condition. Check if the value of k is less than equals to 60. Okay, the upper limit is 60. We will have to check the value of k up till 60. If k less than equals to 60, then go to step number 2. Okay, if this becomes true, then we will move to the step number 2. We will multiply the sum to the k and we will obtain the answer. Okay, and after that we will again increment the k by 5. Okay, until the k becomes greater than 60. Okay, it means that when the k becomes 65, then we will stop the algorithm. Otherwise we will be multiplying sum plus k again and again. The output sum and stop. Okay, if this condition become false, then we will move into the step number 5, and if this condition becomes true, then we will again multiply the sum plus k. Okay, sorry, we will again add the sum plus k. I have used the word multiply, that was by mistake, so you will add. Okay, now moving on to the problem number 8. For the eighth problem, we will be taking write an algorithm to find the product of given number. We have to find the product of numbers. Okay, 1 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 7 multiplied by 9 multiplied by 11 multiplied by 13 till multiplied by number for 15. So we will be having three stages: input, required output, and processing. So in this problem, we are not having any input. Okay, इसमें हमारे पास कोई इनपुट नहीं, हमें नहीं पता होगा पहले कि कौन सा नंबर सीक्वेंस है, उसकी हमने फाइंड करना है. Okay, product of numbers. We have to find product of numbers. Initialize the variable to 1 and keep multiplying with the step of 2 up to 50. Okay, we will be taking the first variable 1, and we will add the value. We will be multiplying the 1 with the step of 2. Okay, step of 2 means 1 में 2 ऐड करके इसको मल्टीप्लाई कर देना है. 1 plus 2 3, तो 1 multiply by 3. Okay, 3 plus 2 5, 3 multiply by 5. Okay, ऐसे करना है हमने. फिर इसके बाद 5 plus 2 7, तो 5 multiply by 7. Then again 7 multiply by 9. Again 9 multiply by 11. Okay, जो भी आपका आंसर आएगा. So step 1, start. Initialize the product to 0 and k to 1. जैसे हमने सम वाले प्रॉब्लम में किया था, उसमें हमने क्या लिखा था यहाँ पे, सम टू 0 एंड k to 1. ठीक है, k की वैल्यू कोई भी जो स्टार्ट वाली वैल्यू थी, यहाँ पे k की वैल्यू क्या होगी 1, क्योंकि 1 से स्टार्ट होता है. वहाँ पे क्या था 20 से स्टार्ट होता, इसलिए हमने वहाँ पे वैल्यू ली थी 20, k to 20. ओके, आफ्टर दैट प्रोडक्ट इज इक्वल टू 0 एंड k to 1. यहाँ पे देखिए प्रोडक्ट है, तो हमने प्रोडक्ट लिया, और वहां पे क्या था सम था, तो हमने यहाँ पे सम लिया था. ओके, प्रोडक्ट. सो मल्टीप्लाई द प्रोडक्ट विद द k. प्रोडक्ट इज इक्वल टू प्रोडक्ट मल्टीप्लाई बाय के, प्रोडक्ट एस्टेरिक के। ओके, तो अब हमने देखा यहाँ पे प्रोडक्ट लिया, वहाँ पे हमने क्या वेरिएबल लिया था, सम, वहाँ पे हमने क्या किया था, सम प्लस के। यहाँ पे क्या करेंगे, प्रोडक्ट इज इक्वल टू प्रोडक्ट एस्टेरिक के। After that, we will be incrementing the value of k, okay, with the step of 2. In each step, the value of k become two step ahead. Okay, k is equal to k plus 2. First, for the value of k is 5, then the next value of k will be 7. So check the value of k becomes less than or equals to 15. ओके, अगर लेस देन इक्वल टू 15 हुई तो हमने उसको मल्टीप्लाई करते जाना है, अगर वो 15 से ज़्यादा होगी तो हमने एल्गोरिथम को स्टॉप कर देना है। k less than equals to 15, then go to step number 2. We will move to the step number 2, otherwise go to step number 5, which will be our second step, output product and stop. So let me explain the algorithm. First of all, you will take the product 0 and k to 1. Okay, product 0 and k to 1. Okay, so 0 multiplied by 1, 1. Okay, the answer of product will be 1. Now the value of k will be incrementing 2. Okay, the value of k become 3. 1 plus 2, 3. So now the value of k 3 and the value of product is 1. 1 multiplied by 3, then the answer will be 3. The value of k was 3. 3 less than 15, yes, true. Then we will move to the this step. Okay, now the value of k become 5. 5 less than equals to 15, yes, true. So now the answer of this product was 3. So now the new answer will be 3 multiplied by 5, 15. Okay, 15. 15. After that, we will increment the value of k with the 2. The value of k become 5. Okay, 5 less than equals to 15, yes, true. Then we will move to step number 2, which is product multiplied by k. 15 multiplied by 5. Okay, sorry, 15 multiplied by 7. 7. The value of k becomes 7. Okay, 7. 15 multiplied by 7. Then again the new value of product will be obtained, and we will again multiply the value of product with the 9, because the new value of the k will be 9, and we will multiply up till the value of k become greater than 15, and we will obtain the product of the problem. So now come to the last question. Find the multiplication table of a, sorry, I have written here problem number 12, so I will correct it. Extensive question. Extensive question. Okay. So this is question number 9. Question number 9. Let's start. Print a multiplication table of a number in reverse order. We will be printing a multiplication table of a number in reverse order. Reverse order means the table will be starting from the last value, which is 10. Okay, usually in the table the last multiplication is with the 10. So we will be starting with the it means let the number is 5, and we will be starting with the 5 multiplied by 10, 50. Okay, then the next step will be 5 multiplied by 9, and the next step will be 5 multiplied by 8, and so on. So reverse order means we will be starting with the higher value, starting with the greater value. So planning the solution, same 3 stages: number whose table is required and printing table of a given number. Then initialize the variable to 10. Okay, we will be initializing the variable to the 10, because the first value will be 10. Okay, we have solved this type of algorithm in the problem number. I think that the problem was there in the book. Problem number 12. Okay, in problem number 12 we have already solved the algorithm. So in the question exercise we will be finding the product in the reverse order. Okay, in the problem number 12 we have find the table in the we find the table of a given number. Okay, this is the same problem. Okay, but little bit of difference is there. In that problem we have started with the value of 1 and in this problem we will start with the value 10. Okay, and in the previous, okay, in the previous problem that we have taken of multiplication, we have started with the value of 10. Okay, and in each step we will be decrementing. In the problem number 12 of the textbook, we have started with the value 1 and we have incrementing. We have incremented the value of k up till 10. In this problem, we will be decrementing the value of k up till 1. Okay. Decrement variable by 1 and print the product. Continue the process till printing the product of 1 and given number. So let's start. Step number 1, start. Let the number n be 15. Okay, 13, 15 जो भी आप नंबर लेंगे वो आपकी मर्जी है. स्टेप नंबर 2, इनिशियलाइज k to 10. आपने k की वैल्यू इनिशियलाइज करनी है, तो 10 होगी वो, k is 10. Then we will be finding the product p. So p is equals to n static k. Okay, n means the given number and k is the first value, that is 10. 13 multiplied by 10. Okay, then next value will be 13 multiplied by 9, then 13 multiplied by 8. Okay, and so on. Output n k p. Output will be n k and p. After that, step number 5, decrement k by 1. We will be decrementing k by 1 and we will taking the value of k. K is equal to minus 1. Step number 6, check the value of k greater than or equal to 1. Then we will move to the step number 3. Otherwise, move to the step number 7. Then stop. Okay. That's all, students. Our topic of algorithms has been finished from the exercise and from the textbook both. Okay, so now you have to practice these algorithms at your home on your registers, neat registers. Okay, so that it will be easy to understand. If you have any problem, you can discuss with me on the questions or on the messages on personal WhatsApp number. Okay, or in the text message as well. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.